Mr. Bradshaw, should we walk a bit, just show everyone this event?
We're in the middle of an industrial estate, supposedly in the field, I think.
It's Spalding. No, all credit to the Fresh Produce Journal. They're very innovative in what they do, setting up events like this, and it's great to have people like yourself. Michael Barker was just saying, I think his opening question was, "You've had a hell of a year." So come on, you've had a hell of a year.
Yeah, it's been pretty full on, hasn't it? I don't think any of us could have written the challenges and that October budget. And I know we've focused a huge amount on inheritance tax, but for the audience here today, those national insurance increases are crippling for many of these fresh produce businesses. So it's wide-reaching, the impacts of the budget, and it's going to live with the industry for quite a long while. And the IHT will be continue to fight that. The national insurance has obviously come into force, and with the lowering of the threshold, the impact on the seasonal workers, because they didn't used to really reach the threshold very much, really big cost increases there.
And what one of my contacts, who shall remain nameless, but he's an MD of a very big fruit company, said, what I like about Tom is his engagement with government. That's what we need, jaw, not war. And you can see that some other people could be very emotional and just want to war with the government, and we don't need that. We need common sense, strong negotiation, and I suppose the education of the government as well, because they're still relatively new in. So I think we're very happy to have you and your colleagues in the chair advising government. Would you think that's a fair comment?
Look, I mean, a bit of farming pragmatism is probably what we need, isn't it? And look, I've been really, really angry many times, but walking away from the table doesn't do us any good, because the topics go far bigger than just the IHT.
Yeah.
We've got to be there to try and influence the wider agenda of government, and there's still that line in the manifesto, and we haven't seen any policy hanging off it yet, but that line about food security being national security at a time where we're increasing our defence spending, I still feel there's this massive opportunity to get government to wake up to the fact that if we're reliant on that food coming in on boats, it's very easy to cut that off if we genuinely are worried about what the impacts of war could be in the future.
Yeah, okay, and what do you need from us? Because we can sometimes be accused of not collaborating as an industry, whether that be agriculture, horticulture, fresh produce. What do you need from us to assist you and your colleagues to get where we want to with government?
I think what we all need is a very short list of key points that can make a big difference. And clearly, like a long-term seasonal worker scheme is great, but without the numbers, it doesn't actually build the confidence. So we need to know that we've got that scheme and meaningful numbers for the next 5 years. We need the planning system to work. There's some case studies of how the planning is a blocker rather than an enabling policy at the moment would be really helpful. And in there, I picked up, I genuinely feel that our high energy costs in this country are one of the barriers to us having a really competitive sector. And if we could sort of articulate that argument, then I think we've got an opportunity to say to government, you want to unlock the potential, you want more British fruit and veg consumed, which is a really good health story, then let's help us, let's work with you to build this rural economy, to drive the economic growth which is so important, and also build a healthier society. That's a win-win-win.
Yeah, well done. And this engagement with government is that we're not just talking about the House of Parliament, we're talking locally. You've got to remember there's so many new MPs that came in. And would it not be great if we got them on farm? We've got Open Leaf Sunday coming up to get. And so again, George, engage with them rather than shouting at them the whole time.
Look, these backbench Labour MPs, however hostile the relationship might have been at times, they are the key to unlocking any of the opportunities, because they're the ones that can make a real difference. And look, there's some of them now that are probably really looking at this thinking, I might be a one-term MP. Can I make a local difference, and how can I do that? Well, that's a great opportunity now to engage with those MPs and get them to understand what it is that can unlock the rural economy and get us growing, get us delivering for Britain.
Yeah, well done. I've picked up, just to wrap up, that some of those new MPs, they're a bit frustrated because they haven't been able to engage at high levels of government, and they've stated that to journalists. They feel impotent, when actually, if they got into the local constituents, into the local farming community, they could actually engage more.
There is quite a powerful group of rural MPs coming together now, backbench Labour MPs, and I think if we can really influence their agenda, then we could start to see that rise up the agenda of Labour.
Tom, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your work, for your colleagues' work. We've got a change of speakers. Let's see who's on next.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thank you.